So what's your first name and how old are you?
I'm Rodney and I'm 40.
40.
Yeah.
So you caught up for addiction for a while. What were you addicted to?
Methamphetamines, basically anything that gave my brain a kick.
And how many years were you caught up in addiction?
Probably since 13, so I don't know, 20 something years.
Yeah, and what sort of effect did the drugs and all that have on you and your family and your life?
It tore everyone away from me. I ended up with nobody. My friends didn't really like me anymore. My family didn't want to have anything to do with me. Ended up all by myself.
And you got any kids?
Yep, I got Dylan.
And what happened there?
Got taken off me.
And explain, say, what would be the worst couple of moments in addiction? What was the bottom of the bottom for you?
I remember one time had a lawnmower held over my head, and I remember crying for hours and hours just wanting to see my little boy, and I just knew that I couldn't do it anymore. And yeah, it was probably the one that stands out the most, is my saddest day as an addict.
Yeah, you got driven to a point of wanting to commit suicide a couple of times, did you?
Yep, so I had a suicide note in my pocket for months on end. I took it with me everywhere in case I died, just to explain what happened to me and to say I was sorry for everything I'd done.
And what brought you to the finale where you reached out to change?
I tried to kill myself in a homeless shelter, and I said, God, I can't do this anymore. And that day I was brought 430 something k's away to Shalom house, where my life changed.
And how long were you in the program for?
Probably a year and a half, I think.
And what did you achieve while you were in the program?
I got to change my life. I got to learn how to use my skills again, like cutting tin and a bit of gyprocking and plumbing. And then I got to go to Bible college, which was really cool, being able to go there. I didn't have a license at the time, so Shalom brought me to Bible college, and I got to start my education, which led into the job I have now.
Yep, and what about your family? Did you get them back, or?
Yep, my family came back. I've got every single one of my family members will talk to me, even some that swore they never would. They all talk to me.
And what have you achieved since you left Shalom?
I've got a beautiful wife and my children. I bought a couple of cars. I've got just bought a new block, and we'll hopefully start a small goat farm.
And what are you working as now?
I'm a school chaplain. I've been there nearly 5 years today.
And so how long have you been out of the program?
I think 7 years, or maybe more, 8.
And can you remember what the best and the worst thing about Shalom?
Well, the best thing was learning that I could actually have fun on a Saturday, and fun wasn't hiding in a laundry. And probably the worst thing in Shalom was probably one of the best things as well, was on my hard days, is when I learned to hear from God.
Yeah, and what would you say to anyone struggling in addiction?
It's a small-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. Just do it now. The longer you wait, just the longer you wait.